Welcome to Proclaim, a presentation of the Catholic Diocese of Alexandria. Join us as we journey together through the Scriptures revealed to us by God.
Welcome to Proclaim. Jesus now comes to the end of this brief instruction of his disciples about their role of being harvesters, and he reminds them that they inherit things that others before them have done. And again, this is most likely one of those instances that we find so often in this gospel, in which John is writing on two levels. One that perhaps makes sense in some ways to the disciples themselves, but also to the church that he's writing for a generation and perhaps two generations later. And so both find themselves winding in and out, intertwining with one another. And so he concludes, "For here the saying is verified that one sows and another reaps. I sent you to reap what you have not worked for. Others have done the work, and you are sharing in the fruit of their work." And that certainly is the case, that the early missionaries planted the seeds, and that growth continued. It could also certainly be reminding the disciples that they've inherited a great deal from their ancestry as disciples of Abraham, as descendants of him, as followers of Moses. And so it brings the whole work of salvation history into a comprehensive whole, realizing that God has worked in many different ways throughout the centuries, and he continues to do that in the midst of the growing Christian communities throughout the area of the Mediterranean. And so once again, the author takes the opportunity of Jesus' public ministry to teach a deep lesson.
This program was brought to you by Christus St. Francis Cabrini Hospital.